Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my new channel. Welcome to Wrestling with Gage. Now, what this channel is, real quick, a brief summary on what I want this channel to be. It's basically what we're doing right now. Reaction, not reaction, but reviews over the shows. We talking about WWE, talking about Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, all of that, New Japan Wrestling, every single. That's what I plan on doing on this channel. Now, today, for my first video today, we are going to be talking about WWE Great Balls of Fire, which this pay-per-view just ended a few hours ago. So that's what we're going to be doing today in this video. So before we go into this video, please hit the like button, and subscribe today if you have not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter down below. So let's get this review on for Great Balls of Fire. So to be honest, I enjoyed the whole show, except for the name. I enjoyed the show, except for the name. I enjoyed the entire show. Now, when I hit my back, so like I said, I enjoyed the show except for the name. So the show was decent for Monday Night Raw. That's a lot. Knowing or seeing how Raw is every week, it's just like, man, I can't believe I sit 3 hours for that. But today, it was a good 3 hours to sit through. So let's get into this review. So we started off Great Balls of Fire in Dallas, Texas, with a cruiserweight championship match on the line between Neville, the champion, and Akira Tozawa, who was the challenger. Now, I really didn't watch this match until like the last few minutes of it. I had it on in the background when I was doing some stuff. I came in, I was like, okay, this might be it. I really thought Akira Tozawa was actually going to win it for a minute. But Neville actually ends up winning the matchup. So Neville is your winner and still the cruiserweight champion. Now, I predicted that in my other video that I have on my other channel, and yeah, so I give it to Neville to retain it. Not a surprise. So that's what I did. So we kick off Great Balls of Fire. The fireworks are going on and stuff, and here we go. Actually, was there any fireworks on that? I don't even think so, though. I don't think there was. So we kick off Great Balls of Fire with Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. Now, we've seen this feud go. We've been seeing this feud for last month, I think, in June. Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt. Now, I guess it's okay. I mean, the feud. I really thought we were gonna get Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor, but if we get Bray Wyatt and Seth, I'm good with it. But so Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins. I was actually thinking they're gonna let Seth win, but they let Bray Wyatt win, which it ain't a bad thing. I mean, Bray Wyatt needs the wins. Why not? Bray Wyatt needs help. That's what I'm saying right now. Hashtag push Bray Wyatt. He needs to be that deep, that dark, that scary thing we want him to be. I mean, he needs to be up there with Undertaker, being up there. So, yeah. In the matchup, looks like Seth Rollins is gonna win for a minute. Bray Wyatt pokes the eye, ref didn't see it, and then Seth Rollins runs right into his sister Abigail. 1, 2, 3. Bray Wyatt wins the matchup. So give it to Bray. Good job. Boom. So the next match on the list was Enzo and Big Cass, which I'm surprised it wasn't on the kickoff show. I'm surprised it's actually a real match on the actual show. Now, we had a little promo about, I'm getting, you dang right I did it. You and me are through. I talk like Big Cass. So, Enzo comes out, doing the whole little, my name is Enzo Amore, and I am certified G, and qualified, so you can't teach it. His little running thing. He's talking about Big Cass and stuff, and talking all that, and the crowd all cheering, yeah, yeah. Um, and then he's like SAWFT, soft, and then that. And then here comes Big Cass. I was actually pretty excited because he actually has his own theme song. Um, I was okay with it. I mean, it doesn't have any words or anything. Is that? I don't even know how it goes anymore. But yeah, Big Cass has his own intro. So yeah. So here we go. The matchup is starting. Big Cass just dominated the whole matchup. I think Enzo got a few punches in, but Big Cass just dominated that match. Just like I predicted, Big Cass winning against Enzo Amore. So yeah, so Big Cass wins that matchup. It's crazy. Then after that matchup, we had the Hardy Boys 30-minute Iron Man match for the Raw Tag Team titles, taking on Cesaro and Sheamus, the champions. Now, this 30-minute Iron match, this is the very first time in history a tag team has done it. I believe that's what they said. So we had the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus. Pretty good matchup. So this is okay. So the beginning of it was crazy. So they ring the bell. Matt and Cesaro did it. I think Cesaro made a tag or something. I was like on my phone looking at something, and I just hear boom, bro kick. 1, 2, 3. First pin in 30 seconds goes to Sheamus and Cesaro. I was like, dang. All right, put that phone down. Let's watch this matchup. So Cesaro and Sheamus get the first pin, so it's 1-0. The Hardys have plenty of time to get ready, get that first pin for themselves. Meanwhile, the match again, Sheamus and Cesaro get another pin, so it's 2-0 in there. So it's 2-0, and I think about like 20 minutes to go and stuff. So Hardy Boys need to get back on track. Soon the Hardy Boys get their first pin, so it's 1-2-2. So that's what happened. And then, meanwhile, I think it's like 15 minutes in, Sheamus and Cesaro score another pin, making it a 3-1 lead. Now you're like, okay, Hardys, come on, you got at least 15 minutes left. You got a few swanton bombs on you. You got a few twists of fates. Now work your butt off. So in the ring, that's swanton bomb. 1, 2, 3. That's 2, 3, and then the Hardys get another pin around the last few minutes. So it's 3-3, just like Michael Cole or Corey Graves or Booker T, whoever said it's Game 7, like in baseball. Game 7. This is it. The winner is the winner. So the final man, they're all fighting. Jeff, I believe, does the Swanton Bomb on top of Cesaro, but Cesaro is not legal. Sheamus is not legal. I'm sorry. Cesaro is the one that comes. Cesaro is the one that's legal. Sheamus is not. So he gets him out of the ring, or he doesn't. Actually, Cesaro runs in, covers him up fast. Gets a little roll up type thing, getting on him 1, 2, 3. The ref gets it. So it's 4-3. There's like 20 seconds left. Cesaro actually gets out the ring and starts running around, and the Hardy Boy and Jeff Hardy actually chases him, pushes him back in the ring, does a twist of fate. 1, 2, the buzzer goes off. They just needed 2 more seconds, and they could have tied it up. So at the end of the night, Cesaro and Sheamus retain the titles, and yes, that was the right move by WWE. And now, hopefully, we can get that broken gimmick that we want from TNA, the broken Hardy. So can't wait to see what they do in the future for the Hardy Boys. So after that amazing 30-minute Iron Man match, we head into our Divas. Or not, man, they're not Divas anymore. I don't know why. I've been watching some old WWE things that just can't call them Divas. Our women championship match between Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. Now, Sasha Banks going into this match, winning a gauntlet at Monday Night Raw a few weeks ago, beating Nia Jax, taking on Alexa Bliss, who is the champion who won it back at Payback against Bayley, and it's been worked out ever since. From me. This match could have gone either way. I was kind of going for Sasha, but Alexa Bliss ends up retaining the title anyway. So the matchup was okay. I just didn't like the ending of it with the count out. I mean, Alexa Bliss just stood outside the ring with the count. What I did like was the ending of it after the count out. Something actually attacks her, and looks like she was gonna put her through the announce table, but somehow doesn't do that and does double knees and gets her down and whatever. But Sasha Banks stands tall. So, is there? The question is, a SummerSlam matchup? Is there something like that on the way? Don't know yet, so we'll see from that. So that match, is good. So Alexa Bliss retains. I was 50-50 on that match. I actually predicted Alexa Bliss to win. I was kind of wanting Sasha to win, but at the end of the night, Alexa Bliss is still your Raw Women's Championship. So we move on to our next match, which was the Intercontinental Championship between Dean Ambrose and the Intercontinental Champion himself, The Miz. I knew this match. Me and my sister bet on it. $5. She was going for Ambrose. I was going for The Miz. When this match was made, I was like, I know The Miz is going to retain it. There's no way they're going to give it back to Ambrose, and I was right. The Miz does retain it. Pretty decent match. Miz, the Miz Raj gets in, like, Bo Dallas is actually trying to get in the ring. Dean Ambrose actually hits Dirty Deeds by the ropes. 1, 2, Maurice actually grabs the Miz's foot, puts it on the rope, and so the ref sees it. And then the Miz actually from behind does the Skull Crush finale. 1, 2, 3. Miz is still your Intercontinental Champion, and the whatever he calls it, Intercontinental Championship, the tour or the whatever he calls it, is still a thing. So yeah, if you want to go see the Intercontinental Champion, go see his tour, The Miz. So we move on to the two biggest matches of the night, and both of them were awesome. So we had the ambulance match between Roman Reigns and the monster Braun Strowman. So this was an ambulance match. I believe this was supposed to happen back at Extreme Rules, but Braun Strowman got injured and they had to do all that stuff. So the matchup was pretty crazy. At the ending was a little bit better. The beginning of it was a little slow. To me it was. So there was a lot of stuff going on. I'm just gonna. Braun Strowman throws Roman Reigns into the ambulance. Roman Reigns throws him right through the screen thing where they come out. And breaks busted through that, which is crazy. Roman Reigns going for the spear, and I love that part when Braun Strowman just like yeet, and then Reigns just goes right to the ambulance and just shut the door like clean. I was just like, Braun Strowman wins. I liked it. Braun Strowman with the win. And I was pretty much right. Braun Strowman actually won the ambulance match. I was pretty happy with that. But at the end, so Braun Strowman wins the music plant, and then Roman Reigns opens the door and spears Braun Strowman down. And then picks his body up, throws him in the ambulance match. Reigns gets the driver out of the seat, just throws him outside, gets in the car, and starts driving it down, backstage in the garage. And he just stops. And he's just looking in the mirror. And I was sitting there like, what's going on? What is Roman Reigns thinking here? What in the world is Roman Reigns thinking? And then he starts, in the reverse, starts full speed. And Braun Strowman's in the back. Remember this. Braun Strowman is in the back of it. Runs right into the trailer. And the back is busted. And then Roman Reigns gets out of the car. There's people everywhere. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Kurt Angle looks at him like, dude, what the heck did you do? And Roman just walks off. Like, oh. So, Braun Strowman could be dead. In the back of that ambulance. Back there. So they're trying to get some, people are trying to open the door. Like, Braun, you okay? Are you okay? Braun's running back there, like getting stuck. So that was happening. Then Kurt Hawkins comes out and Heath Slater. So I was like, okay. And they have like the double screen thing a little bit showing what's happening. And then meanwhile in the match, like I don't know, 1 minute in, I think a fire people were coming, fire truck and stuff is coming on, and another ambulance with the sirens going on. And everyone, it was like this, and then they turned the camera from the ring to the backstage in the garage, working on that. And then the bell rings, and they're like, "He's there, here's your winner, he's there." I was like, Okay, you said he won. Didn't know. I didn't see how he won, but I guess he um, ending up winning the match. And then it takes him about another 5 minutes to try to open the door. Then Braun Strowman's in there bleeding, and then he gets out. He can't walk. He's trying to walk. He gets up. He's like, "Stop!" And the doctors are there trying to get him on the ambulance and get on the stretcher and get him to the hospital. And Braun Strowman actually just gets up and just walks on one leg, and he's like, and then Kurt Angle just can't believe it. Braun Strowman just got up. So yeah, it was crazy. There was like two crazy things after the matches were over. So I really did enjoy the ending of that match, of the ambulance match. Then we move on to our main event, the Universal Championship. Samoa Joe challenging Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Man, I was so excited for this match. This match has been, everyone's been wanting this match for years and years and years, and we finally get here at Great Balls of Fire. So, if you don't know, Samoa Joe won a Fatal 5-Way at Extreme Rules to challenge him. So, the build for this match I thought was awesome. I mean, they had a little brawl, they had interviews. I mean, Joe attacked Paul Heyman, Joe attacked Brock Lesnar a few weeks ago. It was a crazy matchup. I mean, I enjoyed it. Before the match even started, like, Paul Heyman was like introducing or saying, he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Paul Heyman, here's," and then Samoa Joe's attack Brock Lesnar, puts Brock Lesnar through the announce table before the match even starts. And then Joe gets back to me, and then Brock Lesnar slowly makes his way to the ring, and then he's starting up, and then Joe just attacks him, and the match is underway. And then Brock's fighting back and back and back, and then finally gets in a suplex, gets him like 4 suplexes, and then Joe with those massive arms, over him with a good clutch, does it a few times. I mean, getting him down. Brock Lesnar gets back up, gets him in the corner, starts fighting him down. Enjoyed the matchup. Another suplex. I think he gave him like 6 or 7 suplexes. And then again, the killer clutch was on Brock Lesnar once again. He put it on him a few times, getting him down on the ring. Everyone screaming. I was just there like, "Oh, what's gonna happen? Is Brock Lesnar actually gonna lose? Is Samoa Joe actually gonna win a match?" And then Brock Lesnar gets up, picks him up, F5, 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar is still your Universal Champion. Now, I predicted it. Brock Lesnar won. I was right. Good choice. Brock Lesnar is still your reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, what Paul Heyman would say. So, that was the ending. I liked it. I hope this is not the end. I believe they might push us into SummerSlam. It was a good matchup. Samoa Joe, I gotta give it to you, man. You put on a incredible matchup against Brock Lesnar. Even though Brock Lesnar doesn't put on even though the last few Brock Lesnar matches have been squash, I really enjoyed the matchup with Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. And once again, I hope this is not the ending, or hope this is not the end of this feud. I believe it could go on to SummerSlam, make it even bigger than it was, make it a stipulation, make it a steel cage, make it something cool for Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe for the Universal Championship. So yeah, guys, overall, I love the pay-per-view, except for the name, Great Balls of Fire. Don't know why they named it that, but it had a good card, and this could be one of my favorite pay-per-views, other than WrestleMania 33 and the Elimination Chamber. This could be one of my favorite pay-per-views so far this year. I mean, it was a great card. Braun, Reign, ambulance match, the Universal Championship match is all crazy. So this is it for this episode of Wrestling with Gage. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe today. And tomorrow night, I will see you guys maybe tomorrow night. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'll do Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live. So guys, I will see you guys in the next review video.